The opener at Matthew Knight Arena on Thursday couldn't have gone much better on the court for the Ducks, defeating USC 68-62. But Saturday was a different story. Oregon was outscored by 11 in the second half and out-rebounded by 10 in the second half by UCLA. Dirk Weishauer has more from Matt Knight.
Well, a tale of two halves for the Oregon Ducks on Saturday against UCLA. The Bruins shot 55% in the second half, garnering 15 second chance points. No second chance points for the Bruins in the first half. Oregon, meanwhile, shot 37% in the game and falling to UCLA 67-59.
Their second chance points in the second half, I think, were 15, and that was the difference in the game. We were up 3 on the boards in the first half, and in the second half we got out rebounded 10.
We didn't box out. Those were key points to their win, those second chance points. Their big boy killed us down low, but we just didn't play as hard in the second half as we did in the first half.
So mixed reviews for Oregon and Matthew Knight Arena, a win and a loss. When asked about the new tree-lined floor, head coach Dana Altman said he could care less about what's on the court. What he cares about is the team he puts on the court. Next up for Altman and the Ducks will be the Civil War at Oregon State. Reporting for Inside the Pack, I'm Dirk Weishauer. Back to you.
Thanks a lot, Dirk. Now, if you were paying attention on Thursday evening, you saw Oregon's new home court pay immediate dividends on the opening tip. E.J. Singler gets the ball after Oregon wins the tip right there and then passes it into backcourt to Jonathan Lloyd. The official standing right there. Now, take another look at this. There's the official. Look, he's checking it out. Wait, did I just see what I saw? Yeah. You can only assume the absence of a clear midcourt stripe is what led to the no call. When we look at it again, there's Lloyd getting the ball in the back. Now watch the official. This is my favorite part. Wait a minute. Did he just throw that in the backcourt?
They just put a line there.
Very interesting. Now, talking to some people around the conference, somebody with the Pac-10 yesterday said that, well, it's maybe not as bad as it looks.
Right.
If it starts to become a problem, then somebody might, NCAA or the Pac-10 might say something.
I think if Oregon wants to start getting on a run, start winning, then other teams in the Pac-10 might say, hey, let's fix that midcourt line up there in Eugene. Then we might get some little controversy stirring over it. But overall for the court, I think it's awesome.
Yeah, I think the longer you look at it, you're around it, I think it really looks good.
Better in person than in a TV.
Yeah, no question. TV doesn't do it justice, even in HD. I think there's problems with the contrast ratio between the center where it's yellow and then the areas around. But I don't have a problem with it.
It's different.
Yeah, it certainly is. All right, so Oregon State has had its ups and downs through the first 3 weeks, but they sit at the 500 mark in Pac-10 play. Still to come. They could be very well 4-2, but the difference has been in the effort, and they got the effort they needed Saturday night against USC.
The difference in a couple of days and playing 40 minutes as opposed to 20. I couldn't be happier for those seniors.
The Beaver men ended a 3-game losing skid with Saturday night's win over USC. Oregon State third straight victory over the Trojans. Phil Milani has more from Gil as a shakeup in the lineup proved to do the trick.
After Thursday's loss to UCLA, Coach Craig Robinson said there must be changes. One of the changes he made Saturday night was taking Calvin Haynes out of the starting lineup. Well, it looked like that worked. He provided an instant boost of offense coming off the bench, finishing with 11 points.
That's where he wants me, so that's where I'm going to come off the bench and play. I have no problem with it. I'm just playing this role like everybody else in this team, just trying to help us win. Coming out today, it showed that, with the right focus and the right teamwork and effort, then we can keep the lead the entire game and build on it.
We just needed to get a freshness, a change, and Calvin has always played well against USC, so we thought, man, if he comes off the bench playing like that, maybe that'll give us a little bit of a spark, and that's exactly what happened.
Calvin stepped up and played an all-around game. Everybody came and put in the work, and we keep playing like this and putting everything together. Play a whole game of 40 minutes, and we should be able to do good in Pac-10.
Coach also said that he was pleased with his team's intensity. The Beavers led for the majority of the game, and he hopes they can keep that focus the rest of the season. Up next for the Beavers is the Civil War game with Oregon next Saturday right here in Corvallis. For Inside the Pack, I'm Phil Milani.
Phil, thanks a lot. 3 weeks into the conference season now, we must roll out our red carpet for another batch of Court Kings.
Cue the trumpets this week, too, as
they are.
There it is. Crown them too. Time to crown them. We need an extra large for UCLA's Josh Smith, the freshman from Kent, Washington. Beastly against Oregon. 24 minutes of play. 15 points, 9 boards, and once Smith shed some more that weight, the city lost 40 pounds. He might really be a force here in the Pac-10.
He could be. Certainly, I will hand my crown to Jared Cunningham, who has taken over as the court king in Corvallis. Jared was everywhere on Saturday night. 6 of 7 from the floor, 10 of 14 from the free throw line. Team high 24 points and 2 steals in the Beavs win over the Trojans of USC.
Our last king goes to the real king of Nike. Not often does Phil Knight come out and speak in public, but he took center stage behind the mic on Thursday. The Ducks' new crown jewel would not be possible right now without his $100 million donation back in 2007. Of course, Matt Court, named after his late son Matthew, who died in that scuba diving accident back in 2004.
All right, next week, Civil War for the men at 3 o'clock at Gill. Oregon women debut at Matt Knight Arena Sunday at noon. We'll see you.